Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Steve, and this is part 2 of my State of the Collection. Part 1 went over my main watch collection, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and click the card right there. And in part 3, I'm just going to be combining parts 1 and 2 into one video. So you might be thinking to yourself, what is included in the extended collection? Well, these are going to be watches that are in my Hall of Fame, watches that I don't necessarily wear, watches that I forgot I even owned, watches that I don't consider to be part of my rotation. Some of these watches have sentimental value to me. Some of these watches are worthless. Some of these watches I forgot I even owned. So let's start off with one of my more sentimental watches. And this is going to be my Movado Circa. Now this watch is the watch I was married in. It is a quartz chronograph, and yeah, I like the layout. I think it's really nice. And yeah, I got married in it. Gift from my in-laws. So next watch is going to be a vintage watch. Steve has a vintage watch? What? I can't even get this off the pillow. It is a Raqueta. Vintage from like the 50s, 60s, something like that. Yeah, just a cool little Russian... Listen to that whining. Just a cool little Russian watch. Oh my God, it's so small. That's what she said. So I don't even know if this watch is authentic, if it's a Frankenstein, anything. I have no clue about that watch. It was my first vintage watch I bought. I think it was 50 bucks. I decided to pull the trigger, and yeah, that's basically it. I've had it back there in my watch box every single video. Next watch here. This isn't even my watch. This is Luke's watch. It's a Seiko chronograph. This is actually a Giugiaro watch. Yeah, I don't even know what reference this is. It's a limited edition, though, out of 1,000. So that's pretty cool. Little offset chronograph. Actually, does this work still? No, I got to put a battery in it. Yeah, so see, some of these watches aren't even mine. This one is definitely mine, though. This is a watch that I bought way back in the day. This watch doesn't run at all, but it's my Fossil watch. Dive-inspired Fossil. Does it have AR coating? Check that out. Wow. My Fossil Blue 100-meter diver. I used to buy Fossil watches all the time. It's actually one of the watches that got me into watch collecting. Next, let's see what we got here. Oh, here's one of my first watches. This is my Citizen Skyhawk AT. This watch I wore all of the time. I wore this watch daily for like a decade. It is one of my favorite watches in my collection. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this watch. It's not worth anything, but I definitely would not get rid of it at all. Just because it has so much sentimental value to me. I've made so many memories in that watch. I have pictures of me in that watch from all over the world. It's a great watch. If you travel a lot, you can't go wrong with the Citizen Skyhawk. Next watch is going to be my G-Shock 5610 with the bull bars right there. I used to wear this all the time for work. And I don't do it anymore because my job requires me to track my steps, which is the reason I have this watch. It's a Fitbit. Yeah, I know. Don't kill me in the comments. Fitbit Versa 4, something like that. I have no clue what that is. Next watch is going to be a watch I actually did a video for on the channel. It's a DIY watch. The dial itself is a smoked piece of sapphire. So pretty cool. I did a video on it. It's all right. It's not bad. I don't think I've ever worn it. I'm actually putting it face down, crystal side down right now. All right, and my next watch. And this one I got a lot of hate for because I said Vegeta was on the watch, and I show the dial and Goku's on the dial. Yeah, I know that's Goku. I know that's Goku in the scanner, but Vegeta is on the back side of the watch. So, you know, he's on the back. This is my Vegeta swatch. This is the first swatch I've ever bought. And yeah, it's simple. It's fun. This is the only swatch and Dragon Ball Z watch that is sold out, I believe, because people love Vegeta. And if you don't love Vegeta, there's something wrong with you. All right, the next watch is, ooh, check this out. The DW290. This is a bad boy. This is what I call the Doom Guy watch because it looks like Doom Guy. G-Shock alternative, maybe not as durable, but still really cool looking. I should wear this more, shouldn't I? That looks good. I really should wear this more. What else do I have here? Oh, here we go. How could I forget about this? This is the Base FD1. So this is the micro brand that I started with a couple of friends. This is the prototype, or one of the prototypes that we have. I love this thing. This thing, I have so many memories just designing this watch, getting it fabricated, getting it in, examining it. It was a really cool experience. We started a Kickstarter. Didn't quite launch, sadly. All right, what else do we have? Ooh. Tweety Bird and Sylvester, anyone? So this watch is actually the first watch I ever owned. Not this specific one. I actually bought this one from eBay, but this watch was the first watch I was gifted when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old. The only difference is that it had a different strap, but I love this watch. It's one of the main reasons I actually started watch collecting. I remember getting this watch, putting it on my wrist and like grabbing for stuff, you know, just so I can see it on my wrist. I thought it was the coolest thing. But there's one watch that means more to me, and it's this one. This is my dad's Omega Seamaster. Now, I stole this from him just so I can do a video on it. But whenever I would see him wear this, it was always on a special occasion, maybe a wedding, baptism, things like that. Every other time he wore just a standard Seiko, Casio, Timex, whatever it was. And this watch is when he got dressed up, when he got out of his work clothes and he put on a suit and he slicked back his hair. I thought my dad was the coolest growing up. Gold watch, gold bracelet, gold ring. Now he's an old man and I can beat him up finally. But yeah, growing up, I thought he was so cool when he would wear his gold Seamaster. And I always wanted to look at it. I always would ask my mom, hey, where's Dad's watch? Where's Dad's watch? And I don't know if she thought I was going to sell it or something, but she would always hide it from me. And one time, as I was looking for it, I found a pair of brass knuckles. It just fit my dad so well because in my mind, growing up, my dad was this hardened man. And he is a hard man, but he was this hardened man that just would beat the crap out of anyone. And then I saw these brass knuckles. And so when I would see him with his gold chains, gold ring, gold watch, and I could picture him with these brass knuckles, I just thought mafia. I mean, maybe he was a mafia guy. I don't know. Greek mafia? Possibly. Possibly. I wouldn't want to mess with him. I don't want to mess with him now. I joke that I can say I could beat him up, but probably not. He would probably destroy me. All right, guys, that is my extended watch collection. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. It really does help the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.